I want to just also say how pleased I am to be here with our candidate Eleanor McMahon, who has been a huge advocate for the community for so many years, and I look forward to welcoming you very soon at Queen's Park. Hear, hear.
The Mars Discovery District is a non-for-profit, government and publicly funded organization known for breakthroughs in medical and technological research. But it has been criticized for its CEO salaries reaching well over $400,000, as well as its construction issues.
Mars is a world-renowned center of research and commercialization of innovation and technology. Now, here's a fundamental difference between Tim Hudak and me. He doesn't believe that that kind of innovation and that kind of commercialization of great ideas is what government should be involved in. For some reason, he thinks that government should step away from that kind of research and innovation and should just take a hands-off attitude and basically say to those businesses and those researchers, you just got to fend for yourselves, and we're not going to worry about being world class here in Ontario. We're just going to step back and let the chips fall where they may. I think that is exactly the wrong way to go. So when I talk about investment, when we talk about investment in Joseph Brant, we talk about investment in Mars and the support for those businesses that are going to allow us to compete globally. Making sure we have the right real estate deal, it's part of that. It's part of that investment, yes.
What about making new jobs specifically for new graduates out of school? Because they can't find a job because all the baby boomers are still working as well.
So, you know, it's a challenge that we have taken very seriously. We put in place a youth employment strategy that already has helped 11,000 young people to find a job placement. And of the young people who have completed that placement, about 84% of them are actually getting jobs. So what we're finding is that by partnering with business, young people are finding opportunities and pathways into careers that they might not have thought of before. So we're going to extend that youth strategy. The other thing that we are going to do is we're going to introduce what we're calling Experience Ontario, and this is the opportunity for young people after they've graduated from high school to work for a year in community, partnering with either not-for-profits or with industry, supported by government, to work in partnership and give them an opportunity to find a way into a job. So we're actually putting in place specific supports to help young people find work.
She was taken on a tour of Joseph Brant's newest wing, which is still under construction. She claims that half of her proposed Ontario budget will be for healthcare, the same budget that was denied by the NDP and sparked the election. She also claims that Hudak wants to cut doctors and that she would like to do the opposite.
We've stopped the physician brain drain that was taking place during the 90s under Mike Harris's government. We reversed the Harris cuts to healthcare. We've hired and retrained almost 5,000 new doctors and more than 20,500 new nurses. So all of that investment in personnel and training has made a huge difference.
It's only been in the past few years that hospitals just like Joseph Brant have started putting their emergency wait times online, which lets politicians show how much they've improved, as well as the voters lets them have judgment themselves.
We've made significant improvements to surgical wait times. And just to remember that in 2003, there were no benchmarks in terms of wait times. So there had been no measurement of wait times before that time.
She claims that 93% of Ontario now have a doctor or nurse practitioner available to them because of her Liberal investments.
And that's a significant achievement, but I don't think we should be satisfied until that number is 100%.
Wynne claims to give a primary health care guarantee for all Ontarians 24/7.
Eleanor and I were just talking about the changing demographic of Burlington and the increased number of seniors and the fact that the population has doubled since 1971, which is really the last time that this hospital was upgraded. So it's very important that the healthcare provision keep up with the changes in population.
As for Halton residents, our new addition to Joseph Brant Hospital is looking quite good. And you might also remember that we're getting a new hospital in Oakville on Dundas as well. And Premier Wynne wants you to remember that all of those additions to healthcare are under her leadership. From Joseph Brant Hospital in Burlington, I'm Krista Sharpe for Halton Insider.